My job here is to thank you, all of you, to participate in this gathering, to see where we can head for in Bangladesh, and welcoming you to Bangladesh to explore possibilities that Bangladesh offers. Being a Bangladeshi myself, I get very excited about the business prospect of Bangladesh. Somehow, our business thinking in Bangladesh didn't proceed in the way I thought was possible. With this sudden upsurge or uprising of the young people in Bangladesh, Bangladesh was shaken to the core and made a commitment to itself that will create a new Bangladesh. So with this concept of new Bangladesh, many things are emerging. Many unexplored areas are being explored. One of them is the business prospect. The limits that were put before suddenly removed. Bangladesh is trying to be business friendly in every single way and excited the possibility of widening the horizon of business. Bangladesh is an interesting country, you may find. There's a huge population, but most of the people are very young. Half the population is under the age of 26. So you can imagine how young the population is. And these young people's aspirations are just limitless. And their creativity is limitless, which was never tried before. So giving opportunity to reveal this creativity is something very fascinating. I find them an unlimited prospect of changing Bangladesh and changing the world itself. It's not just Bangladesh. You mentioned about Aman Akhtiar, Malaysia. It was a simple idea, discussing in a meeting like this. Some Malaysian professors were attending that conference in Bangladesh. We were explaining what we are doing, something called microcredit, giving loans to poor women, $5, $10 kind of money. The young professors, they got very excited about it. They said, we want to do it in Malaysia. And they did. That's what the Aman Akhtiar Malaysia is, way back in early 80s, 82, 83. This is the beginning of microcredit Grameen Bank in 1976. From 1976 to 1982, 83, it's not too far. Nobody knew what we were doing. It's just a small thing. The first replication of Grameen Bank took place in Malaysia, through Aman Akhtiar Malaysia. Today it has become a global word, microcredit, Grameen Bank, and so on. But its steps went through Malaysia. And from Malaysia, it went to Indonesia. Somebody visiting us, and we discussed what is happening in Malaysia. They said, we can do it in Indonesia. Karya Usaha Mandiri. And it became a program in Indonesia. And then it moved to Philippines. Ahon Sahirap, that was the name given to it. The reason I'm mentioning this, the creativity, this was not in a textbook or anything. That gradually they figured it out how to handle this situation, benefit people. Today, microcredit is a global phenomenon. It all started in Bangladesh. So these are the seeds that you see. Bangladesh produces these seeds all the time. And that microcredit idea now is all over the United States. They have more than 200,000 women in the program. Lending out policies, the loan must start under $1,000. Because if you're asking for more than $1,000, you're too rich. USA, $1,000, remember. We are saying, no, $1,000 is too much. You don't qualify to join us. So we made a rule, it should be under $1,000. So we have to find out who is the person who needs less than $1,000 to start a life business. Many showed up. It's exclusively women, 100% women. Now it's all over the United States. So these ideas, creativity, kind of has a special place in Bangladesh. You start very small, grow very big. We are talking about Grameen Phone. We wanted to, because government was giving license to telephone company for the first time in their life, because at that time, telephone companies used to be run by their governments. So new trend was coming that government is issuing license to give you telephone service. We in Grameen Bank, we thought, why don't we apply? Since many other people will apply, we'll apply. People ask, why are you looking for this? You're lending money to poor women. My answer was, poor women needs to make money. We'll make this company to give telephone in the hands of poor women. Because if you have a phone, your business with multiply. So here is a loan and there's a phone. Everybody laughed at it because telephone is supposed to be with the powerful people. You're talking about going to remote villages, giving telephone in the hands of poor women. She never heard of telephone before. The program became known as Telephone Lady Program. Whoever took the money became the telephone lady. Whatever success you heard about Grameen Phone is because of the telephone lady. They made telephone very popular in the villages. Everybody wanted to have a telephone because if you want to call somebody, you have to go to this poor woman, pay her to make use of the telephone. And she made a lot of money. If you become a telephone lady, within a year and a half, guaranteed you're coming out of the poverty level right away because the income is so fast. Never thought telephone should be useful in the villages. That idea never came. But Bangladesh dared it, made it happen. All telephone companies in the world started following that. Then the telephone became something for everybody. Again, a creative idea coming out of Bangladesh became a global phenomenon. It continues one after another. So we say that there's a lot of young people in Bangladesh. I should have said a lot of creative young people in Bangladesh. That's the right description of these young people. Very creative. Even today, you see it in the remote villages, now that it's covered by coverage of the internet. Many earn money straight from countries like USA or in Europe by providing services to them. But the person never left the village. We don't even know how many they are. Nobody has listed them. There are many. Again, they are finding out their own ways. They're not supposed to be exploring companies in USA and sitting at home in the rural area. So I talk about inviting you to come to Bangladesh. We're inviting you of this excitement. What can be done? Young, creative, young people. And also, the space is so much. You have not only Bangladesh you served all the neighborhood. Nepal, Bhutan, Seven Sisters in India. This entire market is available. It's a completely new economy that you want to serve. And the whole world is waiting, of course. So this is what Bangladesh offers young people, creative people, not only within Bangladesh. Many young people are all over the world, Bangladeshi young people. And now very successful people in those countries, USA, Europe, and all other places. They're in the high positions, very important positions in companies, big companies. But they always have a hunger to go back to Bangladesh, to do something for Bangladesh. The moment you start your business, if you're looking for people, there are people inside the country, plenty of them. But there's a whole overseas community of Bangladeshis whom you can attract very easily because they want to come back, at least for a part of their life. It's amazing attraction for everybody to go back home, do something. So you can exploit that too. So there are so many things to do. Not only there are things that we've been talking about here. Also, I see whole Bay of Bengal waiting for us, never explored. So we'll be inviting you to take advantage of that. There's a big chunk of area left in the Bay of Bengal for us, how to explore that potential of Bay of Bengal. Once you come to Bangladesh, you'll see how many different ways you can see to make it happen. Nobody knew about garment industry in Bangladesh. It came by chance because somebody saw that Bangladesh is not using their quota for garments. So they came to relocate their industry to take advantage of the quota. Bangladeshi young people pick it up. They've never been in business in their lifetime, in their family's lifetime, but got in, created a garment industry which is second in the world now. So possibilities of these young people in Bangladesh is just limitless. In business, of course, you make money. Also, business is excitement. What you have achieved through that business. What impact you have made with this business. That's where the creativity comes in. It's money plus excitement, doing that. So I welcome you to Bangladesh and share with us all the excitement that we go through. Thank you very much.